Good morning, lovelies. It's Danny, and this is Beauty Manifested. I am doing a little bit of journaling in my Project 369 journal, which I absolutely love. It's amazing. You write in it morning, afternoon, and night, so it really keeps your affirmations on the forefront of your mind, rather than if you're inconsistent with your affirmations, it may take longer for things to manifest. But if you do this journal really consistently, 3 times a day, for 30 days straight, you will see so much improvement in your life. A couple of so you do 3 in the morning affirmations, 3 affirmations in the morning, 6 affirmations in the afternoon, and 9 affirmations at night, and then a little bit of filler journaling. And my 3 for the morning are: I make smart money decisions. The less I do, the more I receive, and I always know the perfect words to say. And and then another one that I've been living by, this is part of the journaling. It says, how do you visualize it as a reality? I said, life is easy for me. Everything I want and need falls right into my lap. I feel like I must be God's favorite. The hard things are easy to me. The scary things are fun. And I think that's so fun because I'm trying to create more content. Not trying, I actively am creating more content. I want to do more TikToks. And I'm trying to find my voice and discover or unveil to myself or reawaken to myself what it is that I have to say, what is my story, who am I, and what is the message that I'm trying to get across. I'm really trying to focus in on that. And one thing that I feel really proud of, so the affirmation is, the scary things are fun. So public speaking is kind of scary, and putting out vulnerable content is kind of scary, and all of those things. But for me, and I've been having this affirmation for a while, I think it's funny. I think it's fun. Even if I say something kind of cringe, then people are going to mention it later and I'm going to laugh about it. I'm not going to feel embarrassed. It's going to be fun. It's fun that maybe people are talking about me while I'm not even in the room. It's fun that my friends are watching me and getting to follow me and see what I'm up to without me having to actually reach out and call them. That is all fun to me. It's fun that a complete stranger on the other side of the world might see my video. There's nothing scary about it. I guess if I were to think back to a past version of myself, what would be scary about that? And trust me, sometimes I post videos and I'm like, oh my God, that's too cringe. I have to delete it right now. And the fear is that people are judging me. One of the guys I'm dating or someone is gonna see it, because sometimes when I'm dating, I have a tendency to put on this angel facade. And that's probably something I need to work through in itself. But I tend to put on this perfect, sweet angel facade. I mean, you've seen me. Look, I'm so, and sometimes on my videos though, I cuss and I do things that are a little bit less angelic. So I do feel sometimes scared that one of the guys will see it. And then another thing is okay, so I know one guy and he does YouTube and he does a bunch of things, but he's a man, and well, not only men do this, but he's very, very technical, right? He gets the right angles, he has a proper microphone, he has studied film and videography and stuff. So everything he does is wonderful. And that really impresses me. So I would like to be like that too, but it's more important to me that I do something than I spend all my life trying to figure out all these technical things and I never get to speak my message. It's more important to me that I can speak my message in a raw way, unedited, unfiltered way, than it be perfect. Although I do want it to be perfect, it's more important to me to just start. But sometimes I get scared, oh my God, what if he sees it and he judges me? He thinks that I'm lazy and stuff like that. And then another guy, I actually showed my website that I had built, and he was like, yeah, you could have hired someone to build the website and it would have been more professional. And I was triggered. I was definitely triggered. I was he's right, but I just didn't want to do that. I didn't. And I don't want the people who buy from me to buy from me because the website is so pretty and the website is so cute. It's I don't know. Really, I just want to share my message. I just want to speak. I just want to be seen and heard, and I feel the community will come, the money will come, everything that is aligned will come. But what's really important to me is just to show up and to speak. And then that same guy, he was also like, oh, and I don't know how, how guys are. Maybe he was just trying to be helpful. I didn't take it to heart, but I did get triggered, and then I had to kind of work through it, because he was like, what did he do? Oh, I think he was like, oh, like, what camera do you use for your videos? And I was like, oh, well, I have a Canon, but I haven't been using it lately. I've just been using my phone. And he was like, oh, well, maybe you need one of those GoPros. So maybe you need this, maybe you need that. He's like, anything you want to do, you want to make sure that you do it the best, and you want to have all the right stuff, and blah, 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 blah. And I want to say that he was just trying to be helpful, but that triggered me, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if he saw one of my videos? Now he's judging me. He thinks I'm lazy. He thinks I don't do things good. He thinks my stuff is raggedy. And now I'm embarrassed, And that's the fear that comes up. But when I'm vibrating as my highest self, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm really not. I'm like, I'm the content. I'm the content. I don't have to exert myself. And that's why one of the affirmations is the less I do, the more I receive. Because, like, I don't want to win by studying. I don't want to be the hardest studier, the hardest worker, even the most knowledgeable about camera quality and stuff like that. Like, that's just not my thing. I think that as I do this more, I will naturally get better, and I will naturally learn more things, and God will send me the people who can teach me and do it for me. Like, if this guy thinks I need a better camera, he can definitely buy me one. Like, I'm open to receiving that. If the other guy thinks that my website is not good, he can definitely hire someone to build it for me. Like, I'm open to that. But am I going to stress myself out and hide my message just because I don't have those things yet? No. To me, that just wouldn't make sense. Like, I'm just gonna show up, I'm gonna share. Sometimes my hair's a mess, sometimes I don't have any makeup on, sometimes I have on a bonnet. Like, the point is for me to speak and then share the message. Like, that's the whole point. Just like a conversation with my girlfriends. Like, thank God for Sacred Sisterhood. I hung out with some of my girlfriends, and I haven't seen them in a while because I've been such a recluse. I've just been in my house, and it was so therapeutical. I don't know if that's the way that you say that. It was so serene. It was so healing. Like, we just talked about every single thing under the sun, every subject that our heart desires. It was so free-flowing. It was so beautiful. It was such a respectful, delicious, loving conversation, and I truly grew in it. And, like, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, because you don't always have your girlfriends. When I moved to Texas, I didn't have any girlfriends. I didn't have any friends, but I always had YouTube. And the whole point is for us to just speak and share and collaborate and talk and grow. Like, we're living in the age of the reawakening of the goddess, and it's such a beautiful time to be alive. And I just feel like all of us goddesses need to get out and speak and share what we're doing with each other, so that we can all get on the same page and move towards that. Like, okay, if we're requiring men to pay for this, 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 and this, then we need to all be on the same page about that, so that he doesn't date this girl and then come date me, and then he's wondering why I don't want to pay for the rent. It's because we weren't on the same page. Like, if all of us goddesses were like, this is the requirement, then the whole world will fall in line. Same thing for jobs. Like, if we all come together and we decide, like, we absolutely, I don't believe in working hourly anyways, but say we absolutely will not be working for less than $30 an hour, period. Like, I won't be there. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I don't have a degree. I don't care if I don't care. I don't care. We will not be working for less than $30 an hour, period. Then the world will have to align. So I think as goddesses, we need to just come online, speak our truths, tune into our sisters, comment on their videos, and get into alignment. That's it. And take over the world. Next stop, world domination. And that's kind of the whole plan. I don't really care about camera quality. If you know someone who wants to get me a better camera, send them my way. If you know someone who wants to do my website for me, send them my way. If God thinks that's important for me, I'm sure he'll send me someone. But yeah. I don't know if this was a rant. I don't know what this was, but I'm feeling pretty good. I love you guys. I hope you have a magical day. Stay beautiful. Kisses.